Welcome to the Underground, the Steel City Underground, the black and gold standard for Pittsburgh Steelers coverage. Now, here's your host, Joe Kuzma and Brian E. Roach.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the Steel City Underground podcast. My name is Joe Kuzma, and joining me here for our live show, as we've promised, maybe get one of these in once a month, my good buddy and pal. We'll call you once again the host who doesn't like toast, the one Mr. Brian E. Roach. What's up, my friend?
Oh, look, here. I just need the bobblehead to make an appearance. There you go.
The bobble making the appearance. We're going to have some live chat and some questions, I think, today, which is new for us, I think. So we'll see as those pop in there. We'll be talking. So for those of our folks who catch this on delay, we're going to try and do one of these little slowly promoted here. Partially my fault. I only got it out in the afternoon and we confirmed it earlier today. So we'll try and let you know with a little bit more of a heads up. But we kind of gave a heads up to the 2%ers last week that we might be up to some shenanigans, Brian.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Got to let the 2%ers know. They got to know. And we haven't done, I just went and saw Transformers last night, and there was an end credit scene in that one too. It actually wasn't end credits. It was like credits. And then, yeah, I know this is like beyond your time. You used to play with Howdy Doody and Rocks.
No, I that's completely, Rocks is correct. Howdy Doody, incorrect. I never played with Howdy Doody. I did play with Rocks.
Yeah, that's a little bit of my ageism against Brian. Brian, it's a jersey show and you didn't wear a jersey? Like, what's up?
I did. This is my jersey.
What on earth? With that which does not kill me should run.
There you go. It's my jersey.
Oh, it's kind of like, hi, everyone. Hi, Jennifer. We got a couple of comments coming in here already, so that's cool. We got some people joining us live. Wednesdays or Thursdays, I think, is going to be probably the sweet spot for this through the off season. Do we actually have any real news? There's just your usual, the beat writers are talking to somebody and somebody else says how good someone, like Allen Robinson was praising Kenny Pickett. And I know what it is.
My favorite thing about OTAs so far this year is, hi, I'm not allowed to tell you anything, so I won't.
I'm not allowed to talk about this, but in fact, that's really true during the season though. Unless a player confirms something that happened in practice, they're not allowed to report on it. So as a player, you have to outsmart the reporter or the journalist that's asking the questions. You have to be like, hey, so you guys were working on this in practice, and the guy's like, oh yeah, we did whatever set, we did this, and so made this amazing catch or whatever, and then they can report on it. But that's why they all target the younger players, and that's why it always seems like it's not a credible source. So kind of funny stuff when that happens, but that's pretty much where we're at right now, with the exception of good old Mark Madden was, I think, making some comparisons, or somebody out there. I picked up on it. He doesn't like Kenny Pickett.
Why do you even have to talk about him?
Because he's pretty useless. That's why. So, yeah.
Look, he still hasn't responded to my offer to have an MMA battle with him for charity. He refuses to fight an old man, and so I have nothing to do with him.
That would be, I don't know. You don't want to get in an MMA fight with him, because if he sits on you, it might be all over for you. You might have to tap.
It's got to catch me first, my friend.
So we have Jennifer's asking us about some questions. We'll pop that in here first before we get to the whole jersey conversation, because talking about jerseys is kind of fun. You know what I mean? Except for for some reason, this TJ Watt thing isn't sitting right on me. I had to throw this on real quick. It's still a little warm, and at least it's not super hot out. But Jennifer's asking, have we heard anything on George and Pat Freiermuth, George Pickens on the sidelines and not participating? Yes, we have actually. There was. I'll try and see who it was that said it, but they were talking about, you haven't seen them with helmets, but they should be ready to go by training camp. And I'm trying to see if we actually, I had this somewhere. See, the problem is I let Flash run some of the social media here, and It was here somewhere, and I'm trying to remember who said it, but I can't credit whoever said it. But there's no need for concern. Those guys are going to be ready for training camp, and that's about it. I guess that's all I could say for that. So I know, not the exciting answer, but I couldn't find the actual exciting answer, which really wasn't very exciting to begin with. So
right, because nobody is going to confirm anything, so therefore you can't actually say anything.
Yes, and that's why we're talking about jerseys today. So I think, Brian, for this show, let's see if I didn't screw this up. I mean, usually we're the least prepared team in any sort of broadcasting. So here we go. Oh, I got it. Here it comes. Bang. We have a topics bar today. That's not too many topics, but we have topics. Yes. Yeah.
That's frightening.
You're excited. No, you looked excited.
I was excited, but I was also terrified by the fact that we actually
have to stay on track. Yeah, that's okay. We aren't anyways.
We're already off track. We never stay on track. Track is not something we know anything about.
No, we don't, nor do we care. We don't like to, we get criticized enough about that. And let me tell you, I had someone watching the show the other day. She wanted to just check out and see what it is that I'm involved in. And she goes, "You guys didn't talk about football for about like 10 minutes. And then when you did, I shut it off." So, I mean, it was pretty good though. I'm like, yeah, we don't always just talk about football. You guys were talking about like movies awesome. And well, that's what we do here. We're the least prepared team in all of broadcasts, like formats and platforms. So, but we'll try and get on track here. I think we're going to go through some of the Steelers roster right now. And what should you have in your collection? We're going to talk about like current players right now. We're going to talk about former players, and then we're going to talk about like the stuff that I might have packed away or thrown in the trash or burned. So let's start with wide receiver group. And we've got, I don't know, do you think a lot of people have invested in Deontay Johnson? Would you invest in Deontay Johnson? That's kind of like, I think George Pickens is going to be the hot one of this group, right? That's the one that everybody's going to be buying. That's the one to get right now, if I may.
Let me pontificate briefly on receiver jerseys. So I've been one that I don't buy receiver. I never bought receiver jerseys, and I got burned. And this is how I got burned. I got all hyped about Chase Claypool.
He's already going to the burn. See what I mean? We're already off format.
We're already off format. I got all hyped and bought a daggone receiver jersey. Look, this is my history with receiver jerseys. I bought Antonio Brown's jersey, which at the time you had no choice. You had to buy Antonio Brown's jersey or you had to turn in your card. But then he went crazy. And then I bought Chase Claypool's jersey and he turned into kind of a punk. And so I'm like, this is my view. I'm out on Steelers jerseys. I'm not buying George Pickens jersey, not because I don't support George Pickens, but because I don't want anything bad to go wrong. So I'm out. I'm out on Steelers jerseys. On receivers jerseys, you don't need any. Forget it.
You're the bad penny. If you're going to buy George Pickens, you're going to do it now so you at least get 3 years out of it. You got to make the assumption that he's not going to like turn into, a pumpkin overnight and not be a good player like Claypool ended up being and traded or off the team or, I guess cut off the team, traded, same thing, right? But there's nobody else in this group that you should be looking at. It's not like anybody's looking at Gunnar Olszewski, for example, or somebody like that, Hakeem Butler. Like there might be one that like floats around. There'll be some crazy person that'll do that.
You could see somebody could buy a Hakeem Butler jersey, provided, that there is one to buy right now. I mean, you could always make your custom ones, right? But if you got the cojones to buy a Gunnar Olszewski jersey, you just got my season ticket. Not my season tickets, but my preseason tickets. All you got to do is prove to me you own a Gunnar Olszewski jersey, and you can have my preseason tickets.
Yeah. What's going on, everyone? It's in the comments. Steel Jackson hanging out. Long time no see, my friend. So thanks for hanging in there. And we'll see. This is going to go along like, I don't know if it's going to be so smooth, but we're going to try at least, Brian. Wide receiver group, that would be pretty decent. You're probably seeing the comments right now. Heather says she needs a pink jersey. I said that's probably doable. You see those around, probably with like little studs are bedazzled in there, so that would be perfect for you. Clinton Reed, we'll get to that. Rather buy a retired jersey. It's a safer choice. It really is. Hedden Hector, hello from Mexico. Hey. All right.
Love it.
Yeah, I know. International, Steelers Nation worldwide, right? So, yeah, the receiver ones, like the receivers could be divas. It could be like the biggest boom or, whatever, boom or bust.
Absolutely.
Investment in jerseys. Sure. Running backs are pretty much in the same category. If you hadn't already picked up Najee Harris, what are you waiting on? Like, you got to hope Najee's going to have
there is a running back jersey you must own.
Najee Harris?
You must own.
We're going to get to that.
You must own. What? I thought we were in the must own section of the daggone show.
Well, but I was talking about current players. Let's talk about current, or the ones you do own. Okay, the one you must own. I'm going to guess. I think I know.
Oh, it's easy.
Yeah, 32, right?
32. If you don't have a 32 jersey,
I actually do not have a 32 jersey. I have a 36.
I got it. Look, I don't have one either.
But
if you're gonna have a running back jersey, you got to have Franco.
Yeah, I like the ones. We should actually talk too. Like those are the block numbers, and some of those have like the old, like what is it, the American Football Conference patch or whatever. That's like, or you see some with the. I don't think they did the AGR until the 80s, so maybe a Franco one wouldn't have that. But you could get some of those through other websites that might be overseas in a particular country of a billion people.
Just order them 5 sizes too big.
Yes, that's what you need to do now. Like I've got a legit like TJ Watt right here, but I'm not going to lie. My whole closet is not full of, $150 jerseys. There's only so much in it that allows them. But $150 is a game ticket if you're paying like face value, or maybe even a little less depending on where you're sitting in the stadium. So it's hard to just, plunk down that kind of money unless you got somebody. Now we'll talk about that when it comes to TJ. It's a good spot to at least say TJ. Like TJ's the guy. This is the guy. This is the overwhelming. Like if you're going to say one Steelers jersey to probably own, it's probably TJ Watt right now. If you don't have one or the other, highest paid player on the team, breaking records for defensive contract with the Steelers, defensive 1 year removed from defensive MVP. Like this is the one you probably should have out of anybody else, I would think. So since I'm mentioning it, that would be why I plunked down the money, because I'm gonna get something out of this investment. You know what I mean? Now, some of the other jerseys I have in the closet, maybe not so much. Maybe I do get those from other places, other suppliers. You know what I mean?
I think I have 4 from other suppliers. Everything else I have is authentic.
Yeah, and we'll get to that because I did, and some of those. Like sliding down in my chair here, you can't even see that I got the jersey on. But
I'm going to take some exception to the one you must have right now.
Okay.
Right from current roster, the one you must have. My good friend, the grown ass man, is going to disagree that TJ is the only one you must have. You need 97. You need 97. Everybody needs 97. I have 3. You need 97. Ooh.
I do. I told you this was how we got on this topic in the first place and came up with we got pitched in the comments section and we started talking about it. We're like, hey, we might have something here. So yeah, I finally got a Hayward jersey 2 years ago, got it in time. I said, this is probably safe. I need a road jersey to wear to on the road to Green Bay. And I said, I'll probably get roasted a lot less with maybe somebody who was a Big Ten player. He didn't play for Wisconsin. So Watt would have been good, but I didn't have it yet. I didn't have this jersey yet. So I wore my Cam Hayward jersey there. That's my superstition, man. When they're on the road, I got to wear the road white. When they're at home, it's whatever they're wearing. Color rush, throwback. I did not wear the block number throwback this year. And I'll have a reason for that in the burn section. So we'll come back around to that, but that's my superstition. Yeah, I have Cam in the closet. I think Cam's a good one. I think Cam's like an all-time, and Cam is going to be one. TJ's going to be one. You go to other stadiums and people like they wear jerseys, and you go to like Cincinnati and people are pulling out like Terrell Owens jerseys or Ocho Cinco jerseys from like in the past, because there hasn't been anybody worth the hill of beans up until like these last couple of years with Burrow and Jamar Chase and whatnot that they would invest money in. Like you go to Cleveland, like the only jersey anybody's really got is Myles Garrett. There were a lot of Baker Mayfield fans, and that's about it. And those are all in the trash now, or they're getting sent to Africa or whatever be the case. So sorry, Charles, that's the way it is. But you go to Pittsburgh and it's just like legendary. And some more comments. Heather, yeah. Now Tina's going to watch this podcast and she's going to laugh about this because there's like a big inside joke about how my closet is organized. And I know, Brian, yours is probably very similar. Although I think all of yours is Steelers stuff. You don't even have anything else. Maybe some Ohio State stuff.
I got some Buckeye stuff.
Yeah, but
I own 3 Buckeye jerseys and like 900 Steelers jerseys.
Yeah, my Buckeyes jerseys are all pretty. I got more mileage out of Bosa because I got Nick before Joey or Joey before Nick, whichever one came first. I'm not thinking about it straight right now. And then I had J.K. Dobbins and somebody else, I think. But anyways, and then Jennifer's back on saying at Christmas, my daughter asked for one. They're sold out. You got to get in there early. Like this was actually, I got this one around Christmas time. It was the only one that was really left. That's why I would have preferred maybe a home jersey. And that's all that was there at the Steelers store. Is at the one down around Washington, I believe. There's like a Tanger Outlets over there by the casino. So anyways, back on track. Other current players, running backs, we were saying Najee Harris. Quarterbacks, is there any reason to not buy a Kenny Pickett jersey right now? Like, I think that should be like one of the leading favorites. It's going to be one of those ones that are kind of timeless, and you always see a whole bunch of, it was what I was getting at. You go to the Steelers game, and you're going to see Troy Polamalu and Ben Roethlisberger and stuff like that. Like, you see a lot of timeless player jerseys. Like, usually when you buy a Steelers jersey, as long as you were wise with your purchase, then, you know, you'll have this for time to come. But yeah, Heather's on here saying, don't be humble. They're all $150 jerseys. I've seen your closet. Like, they're not, though. I'll have to point them out. But there are quite a few of the other ones in there, and we'll get to that. So, Kenny Pickett. I've got one Kenny Pickett so far. I'm going to add some more coming. So, anyways, Brian's getting paged.
I'm getting a delivery.
Oh, you're getting you're getting a delivery. Now this should be interesting. Like, this is what happens when we go live.
I'm getting my delivery.
Wait a minute. You got something
unopened.
Unopened. This is one of like my kid watches these videos where they open the toys and take them out of the package. It's gonna be very exciting. This is like, where'd this come from? NFL shop? Fanatics? Oh, buddy. I can't believe you didn't even open. Like, this is like, that's pretty big. That's like almost like you were on stage with Roger Goodell and they handed it to you, although Joey wasn't there either. So, here we go. There we go. Attaboy.
Wait, I don't know.
We'll see. Yeah, you should be able to do it. Now, like the other ones that come from China, that might not have worked.
No, it would not have.
It's like, you'd like tear your ears off. So,
there you go.
Yes. For all the fans who don't know who 24 is, Brian, you did show it, but he's not wearing Porter Jr. on the back.
He's a junior.
It's just Porter.
It wouldn't let him put Junior on the back.
Oh, really? That's interesting.
Yeah.
Huh?
Wouldn't let him.
You can only put like senior or like the third or something, but you can't put junior.
Well, I think it was the Steelers wouldn't let him.
Steelers are very traditional like that, and I can't say that I like that, like with the different numbers and things like that. I really do enjoy it. Mark, we'll get back to you. We're going to be talking about he's talking about 90s jerseys. We're going to get to some of those later. Almost through the offense.
Yeah, there you go. That's where it came from.
Steelers Pro Shop. And Brian's address now broadcast all the way. That was live. I can't even edit that
fast. Out. Okay. Well, I don't care. Come visit me. Whatever.
Come visit him. So
my wife will yell at me all the time because there's an app, right? When I ride the bike or when I do a walk or a run or whatever, there's this app called Relive. Shows you exactly where I live. So
that's true.
If you follow me on Facebook, you'll know exactly where I live anyway. So it doesn't matter.
Facebook. It's on Twitter too.
That's the live feed that's on Twitter.
Oh.
That's the live follow me as I'm riding the bike for 30 miles or whatever.
Yeah. But yeah, Kenny Pickett, if you don't have him, that's the one you probably want to invest in that. Even though Mark Madden thinks Tommy Maddox or even Mason put up better stats, somebody's got their head shoved so far up their ass that they can't change their opinion just to have a hot take. So
now let me just tell you, I didn't buy Ben's jersey until the second contract.
Oh, remind me to come back around I'll mention it right now. I mean, I still have it somewhere. I had a Ben rookie jersey. Those were made by Reebok, and the original ones, the stripes didn't go. They got like half-assed. They only had like the stripe chopped off halfway, And I got that jersey. Well, no, I ended up taking it back after the holidays, and I got one that had the full stripes that went all the way around. So, I mean, you get that with like bootleg stuff, but not like like originals. Yeah. You know what I mean? That was like that was nasty. I couldn't do that. That like drove me crazy. And that was really my first real jersey that I purchased or had since Cordell Stewart. So Cordell Stewart was like my original, the first one. It was a Champion jersey back when Champion was cool, and then Champion wasn't cool, and then somehow I don't know. I still don't think it's cool, but the kids love it. So. Back to the Future.
You say so.
Your kids will love it. Pat Freiermuth. I think so. A couple more years left. I think he'll be back.
It's teetering. I think he'll be back.
It's teetering.
Yeah.
Pat versus Deontay, though. I'd go with Pat.
Oh no, I'd go Pat.
Even though Deontay signed.
I look. If I bought a Deontay jersey, I'd probably drop it.
Oh, you're one of those. Man. Surprised
I'm sorry. It was just there.
Yeah.
I felt like I had it. It was there.
Oh, poor Deontay.
I don't really have a problem with Deontay Johnson. I have one of these helmets. I got a Deontay Johnson helmet back here someplace.
Well, that's because you've got everybody. Like they walk into the building and they're like, sign a helmet for Brian.
Yeah, please. Thank you.
Yes. We didn't talk. Darnell Washington, you got some rookies. I would probably hold and wait on some of your lesser, I don't know, anyone outside of Porter. I don't know if people, I was going to pitch the question. Do people buy Broderick Jones? You're fishing around for something else too.
I am.
He thinks he's he's off camera, but I
need to take this out because.
Oh my goodness. Is that already signed?
Yeah.
You're a madman. The guy, I don't even think he signed a contract, but he signed one of Brian's helmets. I got to go on the transactions. Like I'm being serious here as Joey Porter Jr. signed. Joey Porter Jr. has not signed his rookie contract
yet. No, he hasn't
yet.
signed his contract yet. No,
right. But you have his jersey. He signed your helmet. But
that is correct.
He has not signed a contract. There's a chance he could hold out, Brian. And never sign, and you've got a jersey and a helmet now in your possession.
That's not going to happen.
That's not going to happen. No, it's not going to happen. But not going to happen. Possible, but improbable. So, anyways, yes. Would you invest in an offensive lineman jersey? You got Broderick Jones? I have a
Broderick Jones jersey upstairs.
Yeah. So. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for tuning in. Another Brian and Life with Jonathan. Says a hot ass day in Vegas. Just got off work listening to you. Woo! On the way home. Go Steelers. All right. Don't crash the car or whatever you're doing. That's a smartphone.
That's correct.
Yeah, you're going to be squinting, looking at Brian's like helmet and run off the road. And we are not liable for any damages that may occur from your participation or viewing or listening of this show. We should put a disclaimer at the beginning of that because one of these days we're going to say something stupid. Well. When we say something stupid.
Wait a minute. Yeah, you back that up. One of these days we're going to say something stupid. We said some stupid shit left and right. So
just today. Yes. It just happens. Yeah. So like, I don't know, Keanu Benton, as much as I like him, love him, and Darnell Washington, those feel like I got to wait until year 2 to try and take a stab at some of the rookie jerseys. Broderick Jones. Maybe Broderick Jones. I mean,
I was in on Broderick Jones.
Yeah.
I will tell you this. I have a Darnell Washington helmet, but I don't have a Darnell Washington jersey.
What is going on in this world? That none of the rookies have signed. None of them so far. And Brian's got, I'm not even going to say 2 because that might be putting words in your mouth.
Correct. You should not just say 2.
3 or 4?
Not 4. I'm not buying a Keanu Benton helmet yet.
Come
he needs to prove it to me.
Stand for Benton, but
I do stand for Benton, even though I hate that phrase and I don't understand it.
It just means fan. It's like another.
I know, but it actually means some kind of crazy fan.
You know, back in the day, we used to say, "Yo, these cats, they're so cool, like they're hip." You know, and well, that's what you used to say. I wasn't born yet.
I never
was
said
like, "Yo,
anything.
dog."
I don't know what the hell you crazy. I never said that.
Oh, they were all squares. Oh, man. Yes, we remember Jermaine Stevens, Mark Malone. That would have been the last tackle that the Steelers drafted in the first round back in 1996, I believe. And then before that would have been Leon Searcy in 92. Somebody was like questioning my whole knowledge.
Don't be cursing me with that. I mean, I bought the Broderick Jones jersey. Don't be cursing me with Jermaine Stevens commentary.
Yeah, when he played like 2 years, I think, with the Steelers, and then was cut. Like that's pretty deep. That's pretty deep.
That happens. I'll be weeping.
Well, we talked a little about defense already with Watt, with Hayward, with Peasy Jr., Patrick Peterson, P2. He's not going to be around long enough. Like, people are going to forget that he was a Steeler. That's where he's at in his career right now. That's not to mean he's going to be bad, but it might be a short stint unless he has a position change, goes to safety, correct, which is possible with Levi Wallace and Porter Jr.
Anything, Trice.
If he ascends, people like him, maybe he is a real fine. I don't tend to build up 7th round picks. I just think that they really have an uphill battle. Like, the world is against them to make a roster and stick to it. But hey, you never know. You never ever know. So, but Peterson, I'm like, Minka, just signed that contract. Minka is a full green light. I have at least one Minka jersey.
Own it.
Yes.
Yep, I have 2.
Yep. So Minka's a good one to put in there. Let's see. Any of the linebackers, Roberts, Holcomb, I'm not feeling that just yet. Highsmith, yes, maybe. At this point,
I bought Alex Highsmith helmet, jersey
years ago.
Cleat, whatever I could get my hands on day one, right? I was positive on that.
So, yeah, and same here, but he's going to enter a contract year, so monitor that. He signs a contract, you got the green light if this is one of the guys that you really like.
Absolutely.
So that's just kind of like buyer beware. Just maybe hold that close to the vest. You're going to have
the rest of the group. You got to wait. I'm a little interested in getting a Mark Roberts Robinson jersey, but I'm not going to do it until I know that he's going to play.
Yep. So basically on defense, Cam Hayward's the guy right there.
There you go.
That's the big one. I don't know about Larry Ogunjobi. We'll see.
It's only been 1 year.
I know. And we don't know if Leo
I know
gets
he signed
better.
a 3-year contract.
Yeah,
right?
so he's got 3 years.
Gets into year 2, year 3, and he's still going, and the production is there. Then maybe. When did you buy your Hayden jersey? How long did it take?
Almost instantly. When I got Hayden. Yeah.
So
there's a story behind that, though.
You're poo-pooing Patrick Peterson.
But Joe
instantly.
Well, Joe was younger, though.
Was the second.
Joe was younger. Joe was younger. And I have a general disdain for the Cleveland Browns. I mean,
that's true.
Yeah. Last time I took this sign down and I didn't put it back up, and I didn't realize there was a hole on my wall for like 4 shows. But yeah, this is like half my family and friends, Cleveland Browns fans. I'm gonna put tape over this. Like, I can't even stand to look. Did you see the new logo that they made, Brian? The new Browns logo?
Yes, I did.
It's pretty atrocious. I don't know. Somebody had fun in art class, I think.
I don't know. So I started looking at some article that was talking about how they picked it apart and there were 80 billion images inside the image, and then that just got boring for me, and so I refused to look at it anymore. It's a dog. Who cares? I don't care.
Yeah. And you know what? Just for everyone's viewing pleasure here, come on, Cleveland Browns logo. Oh, it never shows the actual real one. They got a bazillion of them too. That's the problem. They have an identity crisis. They really do. No, I do not want to subscribe to Browns updates. Oh, who ever thought that was a good idea? Here it goes. So this, I don't know. They did a lot.
Why does it look like the dog got punched in one of the eyes? Like he's got a black eye on one side of his head.
Well, here's the thing. They did a lot of play on 8, right? And you know why? They got 4 little things, nostrils, dimples, whatever these things are, and they got 4 spikes and 4 spikes. So they got, if you're doing the math, which my daughter was working on math, I'm like, what are you going to do? She's trying to prolong staying up at night, stay up a little later. It's school's out, and it's oh, what are you doing right now? You're getting ready for bed. I'm going to work on math. What are you supposed to say as a parent? No, you can't work on math.
Go to bed.
Go to bed. Go to bed.
Stop studying and getting smarter. How dare you?
But the 4+4, that's supposed to be their 8 championships, the 6 or whatever that they won when half the men were off at war and some league that didn't exist anymore. all the history, the illustrious history of the Cleveland Browns, who haven't won a title since the 60s.
I just look at that picture and like I said, I see a dog who got punched in the eye and has a black eye.
Yeah, well, they dissected it too, which is like freaking hilarious. Like, okay, so there it is. It's like, oh, the nose of the dog is in the shape of a football. Like, I don't give two flying, you know what? Can't edit it out live. I'm trying to just be nice. This is an outline of the east end zone. That's almost like the Escalooser, like they have in Cincinnati. Or maybe it was Cleveland that has the Escalooser. I think they both have them. There's like a guitar pick, spikes, pound helmet. I mean, they're trying to sell this really hard. And then the Guardian Bridge. And all of a sudden, it's the Guardian Bridge. Now, you know, I grew up in Youngstown, Ohio. I'm literally an hour equidistant on a diagonal line, smack dab in the middle between Pittsburgh and Cleveland. So I have a lot of time like invested and spent in Cleveland. I have a lot of friends in Cleveland. I have family that are all there. And I still hate the Cleveland Browns. It doesn't matter. And if they weren't family or close friends, I'd probably hate them too. But they won't come over. They won't come over to this side. None of them knew what the hell a Guardian Bridge was until the Indians like went and changed their name. Like, it's just that's ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. Like, they were like, what's a Guardian? Now all of a sudden the Browns are picking up on this. That's just, you know, poverty franchise stuff, if you're gonna tell me. So Claude, second time ever catching you guys live. Well, that's probably because it's almost like the second time we've ever been live.
Yeah, it could be. Could be the second. Probably
four
the third.
Four times.
4 times?
Yeah, four. Just like Ric Flair, the 4 horsemen. You got to throw up the 4.
I don't understand that reference.
But if you do this, we need a 4th horseman. We got me, you, and Flash. The professor needs to come around. They're the most dominant group in professional wrestling history. They're all Hall of Famers, and they would throw up the 4 fingers just like this. So need that. But anyways, the 2 4s that don't work the same way. I'm almost like that Homer Simpson meme. And then it's like, that's supposed to be those 8 like championships, not Super Bowls that the Cleveland Browns won. Anyways, enough about the Browns.
Wait, how many have they been in? I forgot.
It's easy to forget because that's probably before
0?
You were even
was
born.
Was it 0?
That's before you were even born. We're talking Old Testament here. So
no. How many Super Bowls was I saying? I was saying how many Super Bowls have they been? Big 0, right?
Yeah, they could have just made like one big opening for the dog's mouth. That's what that represents. How many Super Bowls they've been to. So okay.
Look, let's give a little respect to the Browns. Just a little respect.
Fresh sarcasm served daily. Excellent. So, we were still talking defense. I think we got some of the linebackers. I said Larry O. I think we got about everybody because there's like any other starters. How do you feel about kicker jerseys? Chris Boswell. Like, I would rock a Boswell jersey. I would. I mean,
I have in fact, I don't tell. I have 3 Boswell helmets.
Oh my, that's a lot. Well, and don't tell, but hold on, got to move the mic. I should probably switch. Oh, look a little. Kicker football.
Yeah, well, you can see the. Yes,
you've seen it before, but it's got geez, oh man, this is like comedy of errors stuff here. But yeah, you've got the Boswell and you've got Jeff Reed that have signed it. I need to readjust.
This is the shortest you have ever looked. You look like I am incredibly tall, and you are just a midget. Get us both on the screen. You're doing it wrong.
Wait.
Get us both on.
Oh, wait, side by side. Oh my goodness, look at this.
You're so tiny.
That's so great. Like one of the Steeler gang guys, Martin, I believe is how you pronounce his name. He always used to take photos like this. Like he would just have almost like the Kilroy thing or whatever that's on the back of the truck. You can only see like the eyes and above. But
that is the way that I attend all my work meetings. Slouched completely down because I'm actually typing and writing code during the meetings. So
yeah, well, I do that too because I'm playing on my phone. But I don't. I'm not on camera. Oh, somebody actually texted me. Like I got to get back to that. Sorry, Ed. You're gonna have to wait. He's gonna have to wait. Ed is not watching the show. Ed is a Bengals fan. That's okay. I mean, it's not okay, but it's not as bad as being a Cleveland Browns fan. You can at least sympathize.
I don't know.
With the they suck too. Like,
I mean, the Bengals at least they're good right now. I can't not say they're good right now because they're good right now.
Yeah. No, they suck.
But still
they're fair weather fans. They care now. They didn't care before. So Boswell. I've actually seen people with Presley Harvard jerseys, but I believe the people in the section that wear them are actually friends and family. That
I've been this close to buying a Big Fat Punter jersey. If Big Fat Punter gets a second contract, I will buy a Big Fat Punter jersey.
That sounds pretty good. Somebody's asking Roy Gorella. No, I only got the 2 signatures. Actually, it's not Jeff Reed. It was Sean Sweetman that signed it. I keep forgetting Jeff owes me a signature, and Jeff is a friend of the show. So eventually I will get that. I mentioned that like once every 6 months. One of these days our paths will, we're in like the same place, same time. He hangs around in Western Pennsylvania still, even though he like lives down in, I think, somewhere in North Carolina. And like one of these days I'm going to catch him. It hasn't happened. It does make me sad because Jeff Reed is a very fun guy. My cousin got a photo with him. My cousin got a photo with him it would be blurred out, but the 2 middle fingers, he had a Super Bowl ring on like each finger. So cool guy though. He's fun. He's fun. He's not
Godzilla.
He doesn't get, he gets a bad rap. He really does. Because he did some stupid stuff. I mean, I'm not going to absolve him of that, but really compared to like what some of these guys have done lately, or even today by today's standards, like I think Jeff Reed's pretty tame. So he didn't shoot at a police helicopter. Well,
that's true.
So, you know what? I got an idea. Let's see. Bang. Here we go. Jerseys we own, Brian. Let's stick with the ones that are kind of current, that are still in your closet, that are wearable. We can go back and forth on some of these. You can already see. Yeah, well, I've got TJ. I got a home one. I had one that had like the Rooney patch on it. And I got a Color Rush, TJ Watt, and I got this one. And I'd probably buy the block numbers too, but those are in the burn pile right now. I just don't know how often I don't know how often they're going to wear the block number jersey.
It doesn't matter. Yeah. I like the way they look.
I do like.
I don't really care how often they wear them. I like them. So, and unlike you, I don't own a white jersey. I refuse to wear the away jerseys. I don't like them. I have black
superstition, man.
Other than the Bumblebees, which I have 3 or 4 of, and the Color Rush. Those are the only alternative type jerseys I own. I got some throwbacks. I got Color Rush. How do I even tell you how many I got? I don't know. Who don't I own?
You know what? I'm going to see if I can pull it up. So Tino is always giving me crap, and Heather in the comments was just giving me some business too about my closet because it's organized. We were mentioning earlier, it's all black hangers because that'll drive me crazy. And then I've got like jerseys. It's like all the jerseys, and the jerseys are in color order. Then it's like long sleeves, but black long sleeves, black short sleeves, gold, gray, miscellaneous, etc. It's like half of the rack is like all Steelers. And then there's like so many hats for people who follow. I had the LL Cool J gimmick going here because I only take my hat off. I took it off for the Make-A-Wish kid, like earlier this year or sometime last year. That's the only time the hat has come off on the show. So just start chanting OCD at Joe. Maybe a little bit, man. Maybe a little bit. You can tell. Like I've got all those superpowers though, you know. So, ooh, man. Well, let me talk about what I got first before I do that. If you had to give someone your favorite jersey, which one would it be, and how hard would it be to give away? Okay, Brian, you probably know this because you were there.
Yeah,
you were there.
I was there when it happened. Yes,
when it got signed. Oh, you froze up a little bit, buddy. Where'd you go?
I don't know.
There you go.
I'm here.
You're here. Yes. I would say that it would have to be Heather asking this question once again. Number 26, Rod Woodson, my favorite player growing up. Brian and I were the guests of a Pepsi tailgate tour, which I've got here on the wall. VIP. We got to hang out with Dermontti Dawson and Rod Woodson, both Hall of Fame players. Yep. And Rod was my guy growing up. Like, that's who I watched as a kid. So I brought the jersey with me. And Brian knows because I wasn't going to wear it even to the game. I just had it like folded up. I had it with me. And I asked politely if Mr. Woodson, if he would sign it. And he said, not a problem. That's when Lev Bell was having all the contract problems and was wearing 26. Like, they don't usually reissue. We know they have like unofficial, retired jersey. I know they gave 26 in the preseason or whatever, but Bell was really the first one to wear, like really rock 26 since Woodson had left. And I said, you're the real 26, but Brian's the one that was like, put it on. And he got me like, he takes this photo and you could hold the button and get like the slow stills, like the snapshots. And instead he gets my mouth open like, like I'm a Muppet.
That may have been purposeful. I don't remember.
It looks like it's a pretty crappy photo. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it somewhere within my stuff here. So I did pull this up. I don't know when this one was taken, but I'll throw this one in here. There's just a sampling of what was in the closet at one time.
That is completely not organized. That is a mess. What is going on?
No, it's not. It's Color Rush. It's throwback. So this has to be like 2 years ago because I could spot Juju in there. And then there's away jerseys, and then there's home jerseys, and then there's that the Christmas sweater is in there as well. So I thought I had a more recent photo. You know what? Here we go. I got another one. It's a little blurry, but we can pop it in there. There we go. Now those ones, that was before I was able to finish the transition from the white hangers. Yes, white hangers. It's an older photo. Okay. That's because they're not old Steelers jerseys that are there either. You can see I got like a couple basketball jerseys, but there's a few that are in there. But that's basically, I wish I had like everybody's going to see, like, I looked up in Google Photos, all the closet photos. And of course, there's stuff from like IKEA and stuff when I just took ideas that are in there. So anyways, let's see, including my shoes, which are similarly organized. Vinny, do you think it's better not to buy a rookie jersey and after they're established? I'm stinging from getting a Bush one in 2019.
You're asking me as I'm wearing a Porter Jr. jersey, right?
Yeah, but
the answer actually is yes. The answer actually is yes.
I'm not going to say that right away. I'm a fan of getting the first round picks. You could get burned by it, but in theory, the rookie contracts are going to be at least 4 years, if not a fifth year option added to a rookie jersey. So there is a little bit of like a safety net there.
I think there's also the question is not just how long are they going to be on the team, right? The question is going to be, all right, I bought the jersey and next year, am I going to be embarrassed to wear it? Right?
Yeah.
You got one season out of Bush where you're like, okay, I feel, because look, I have a Bush jersey upstairs. So, you got a Devin Bush jersey. You wore it the first year and you're like, this is feeling good. I'm feeling good. Second year, he's hurt. He's out. You're like, all right, third year, you're kind of like, I don't think I want to wear this anymore.
Well, I mean, we're going to get into the ones where you got burned, but I'm going to stick with, I think some of my home jerseys right now. I know I had to just retire a few of them, like Terrell Edmonds. Who else maybe signed away during the offseason? I'm trying to think here. I can think of who I've had in recent years, like James Conner, Juju Smith-Schuster. I had a block number with Juju. That was one of the ones that I stashed away. I'm not going to say I got burned by Antonio Brown. I had a Bumblebee. I had a home jersey. I had an away jersey. I had them all. I think I had the block number. I didn't have the color rush, but I had two. I had a home and I had a color rush for Devin Bush because Devin Bush came in with a lot of fanfare, a first round pick. He's supposed to be the next guy to replace Ryan Shazier. That seemed like a pretty safe pick at the time. So, I'm not too bent out of shape over that one.
No, and I don't think you should be. I mean, you're going to get burnt on some of these, and that's just the way it is. Everybody who bought their Ryan Leaf jerseys is, real happy with those as a first-round pick. But it is what it is. I don't, like, I've got my Anton, like I don't retire jerseys from the closet the same way you do, right? I just leave them up there, and then I stop wearing them, except.
I have to, though. Like, I don't have enough room in the closet because I continue to add more.
Well, I just keep my closet. That's the only thing I have in that closet. So
wear them to bed, or your new bedtime, your painting shirt.
Let me let you in a little secret. I actually don't like wearing jerseys. I don't think they're comfortable. I don't enjoy the feel of them. I get hot and sweaty having them on.
I'm pretty hot right now. Like,
breathe.
Yeah.
I don't really like. I'll wear them to games because I feel it's appropriate. I'll wear them during game day. If I'm getting aggravated during the game, the jersey comes off because I'm sweating too much.
Yeah. In fact, Alexa, set AC to 70. Like, I need a little bit of air circulation in here. So if you hear the fans go off.
Should I tell you what mine is set at?
69?
62.
Ooh, whoa. Damn. I don't know, dude. Like, they're like, everybody's home's different though. All the places I lived in have been at the different, like 71, 72 seems to keep this place just right. But I have the jersey on and then the hat. I'm getting like worked up. I'm flustered.
Yeah, I'm not sure how long Porter's going to stay on me right now.
Flustered.
I'm just telling you.
Yeah.
Getting warm.
Well, I don't think we're going to go much longer. I don't know, much longer. Pat Freiermuth. I got Freiermuth. I got Najee Harris. I got Kenny Pickett. I got Minka Fitzpatrick. They're all in there of some variety. Watt is my only like color rush right now. My other ones were Bush and Alejandro Villanueva. So I did have an offensive lineman. His jersey was one of the hottest selling jerseys at one point when he was stuck in that position. It made it look like he went out for the anthem when everybody was going to go out for the anthem, and he had every right. He served his country and et cetera, but everybody made a bigger deal out of it than what it was, and that was part of the team held back and let him have his moment, which was really cool. And then that just he got a nice little royalty check out of that, we'll say. So good for him. He'll always be beloved with the Steelers. I'm trying to think who else I might have had. I mean, you mentioned Joe Hayden. That was one I definitely had. I have Mason Rudolph. Mason Rudolph was sitting in there too. And then of course I
know that you do.
Yeah. Ben, Brett Kiesel, like the more recent ones I'm trying to think of. Aside from Antonio Brown, I had like an enormous amount. And Troy Polamalu, of course. So in fact, Troy is the only one I have that was like the major, big, expensive, all stitched, real heavy. You wear that one to a game in like September, October with decent weather and sun, you are going to sweat your ass off. Like I know exactly what you're talking about with that. And I have Mason in there. So I support the quarterbacks, man. I had a Duck Hodges jersey too. I just never really got to wear it. So by the time I got it, it was too late. I was like, I got it like 2 days after that last game of the season too that he played in, which was unfortunate.
You'll sense a theme, right? I have Ben, I have AB, I have Cam, I have Joe Green, I have Kiesel, I have Debo, I have James Ferrier, I have Kevin Green, I have Greg Lloyd, I have
I do have Alex Highsmith too, so I could fill that.
Alex Highsmith. I've got 3 TJs, maybe 4 TJs. There are very few linebackers that of note that I don't own. There are very few defensive linemen of note that I have a Casey Hampton. I've got a lot of jerseys.
Yeah. And I'm telling Tina right now that we're on and talking about my closet. We'll see what she ends up saying.
That's interesting.
It is.
Talking about your closet.
Vinny was asking, he might have missed, maybe he tuned in like just a few minutes late. We kind of talked about this a little bit already. Which jerseys do you guys prefer, the home or away? I like the away ones more. And we were saying that Brian only wears black. I wear what the team wears. Like if it's an away game, I'm gonna wear a white
jersey. Don't own a single one, won't buy one.
Yeah, who did you wear when we were in Miami? See, it was National Tight Ends Day and it was a road game, so I had a white Pat Freiermuth. Like I had to fit in, man.
Who did I wear in Miami? I if I had to bet, I may have worn TJ. Although probably I brought Cam. I wear Cam to most games.
Yeah. I mean, and then let me see. I hate just pulling something up from the interwebs, but I was trying to find this other. I had one of those Rod Woodson jerseys that were the old. Here we go. I'm gonna find it right now. Bam. It's not the best photo, but this will do. That was the 75th anniversary. It's that one's actually a starter one that they're showing, but Mitchell and Ness makes a lot of the retro stuff. So I've got one of those. Those cost a little pretty penny, but I always loved like the city crest. And that was like the original first year, 1933. And then I believe that the 34 season is the one that they used the Bumblebee jersey when they had the Bumblebee.
You got a Batman jersey? You got a one with the wings?
No. And if anybody's like, what is the Batman jersey? We've got actually that's a Mitchell and Ness deal as well. So pull that one up. That's like the little Gotham like thing there. I don't think Woodson actually wore that though. I think it's just like they have a license to print certain players, certain jerseys. So like you get some goofiness.
Well, come on. I mean, you get a Franco Bumblebee. You can get a Franco Color Rush. They never wore that. I have a Mike Webster Color Rush. And I don't know why, right? I have a Webster block letters that's more traditional Mike Webster jersey, but I bought it as Mike Webster Color Rush. And then when I got it, I went, this was the dumbest jersey buy I've ever bought because
yeah.
Why?
Yeah. I like that's all they might not even have had alternates back then. Like
right. It's like
yeah. On that note too, is like what kind of drives me crazy is like I always see Bettis jerseys with the block numbers, right? And some people are going to go in here, and you can fact check this if you want, but I'm almost 99% positive Bettis only wore that block number jersey one season, but until they changed to the Futura font, which is what what was on the front of the helmet. Now they match it on the jersey, so. That was the one that happened. So, like, I don't have a preference. If it's a preseason game, I might wear a white jersey just because it depends on what time the game is. I don't like to bake or roast in the middle of the afternoon with all the sun pressing off of those gold seats. But yeah, I have that other Woodson jersey. That really is a favorite of mine. Of course, my most favorite one is the one that he signed personally while I was wearing it. Like, it's like I'm not a big. I know you're an autograph guy, but you don't chase people for autographs like inappropriately. You aren't going into the restroom and sliding a helmet under the door or anything like that. You go to signings and stuff like that. And I
would never do that. People out in the real world, you let them live their lives. Right. Mm-hmm. I cannot remember who it was. There was a lineman I met at an Olive Garden who saw my jersey and was like, "Come here," and flashed me the rings.
Nice.
And then he took one off, and I said, "If you let me put that on, I'm not giving it back." And he laughed. And so I got to wear the ring.
Pretty good. Who was it?
It was pretty cool. I can't remember. It was. I literally can't. It was not a starting lineman.
Oh, okay. But he still got the hardware, though.
Yeah. Oh, he still got the hardware. Absolutely. I knew who it was at the time, and look, I'm old. I forget crap, and I'll figure it out and say who it was, but I cannot remember off the top of my head.
Yeah.
Wait, we got to. And by the way, we never answered Heather's question.
Oh, what was
that?
So
I'm thinking for you, it's the Woodson jersey that is your favorite jersey, and how hard would it be to give away? And I'm assuming the answer is impossible.
It's pretty impossible. Like I don't wear it. Like I see people wear jerseys with signatures on them. Like, what are you doing? It starts raining at that game, or do you ever watch that thing? No, that's kind of sacred. It kind of goes away. And I have a few. I think you sent me a Reed jersey at one point. Yeah. And I think I have Boswell from you too. I got I like the kickers. You had some extras. You were clearing out some stuff. I'm always appreciative of it. But I had AB sign one of my jerseys. Like I have an extra AB jersey that was signed. It's not even like the actual size that I wear. So people are like, "Hey, Mark's going over to watch the Pirates now." It's like, no hard feelings. Come back later. You caught us for almost an hour. We appreciate your support. And whenever you get to catch the show, that's always fun as well. So we had one more thing on the topics thing here that we could kind of throw in here, because I think we covered most of what we actually owned. And we should probably talk about the ones that were maybe I got to set this up the right way, dude. We haven't used the topics bar in a while. So there we go. Jerseys burned. And these are the ones that... You got burned by them, or you threw them out afterwards.
I will never burn a jersey.
Yeah, I know, but it's more fun to say it like that. Maybe people they tune in on that spot. They're like, oh, these guys are going to burn a jersey live on. No, we're not going to do that.
No, not going to do that.
No, because there's money invested in that. So I didn't even burn. The AB stuff took me a while to put away. But I'm not going to wear an AB jersey to a game at any point. I don't know that I've really
I'll never wear an AB jersey again. I won't take them out of my closet, but I'm never going to wear them.
Not going to Goodwill, right?
No.
So, people are saying Bush. Bush is probably like my bigger one. I'm not even ashamed of the Edmonds purchase, to be honest. I did have a Claypool jersey.
Claypool is didn't even, I mean, look, I could sort of I have a Claypool jersey. I have the Deadpool Claypool fake t-shirt. I bought Claypool merchandise. I got way too sucked in on Chase Claypool. And I freely admit it. If there's a burn I have, Chase Claypool is the burn, right? I have a Rashard Mendenhall jersey sitting upstairs.
Ooh, that's a interesting The duck one's probably a burn too, because I didn't really even get a chance to wear it. But it came from China, so I'm not as like bent out of shape for the purchase.
And you kind of like live with it, right? There was no way Duck Hodges is making it out of that season to the next season, really, right? It's the story. So owning a Duck Hodges jersey, I don't know, it's kind of cool. It's a conversation piece. Yeah. The fact that you never wore it to a game, well, that's, whatever.
Or even during a game. I didn't really get a chance to wear it.
That's a jersey you could go wear, not like in season, right?
Not like people are still wearing Mike Wallace
Tina.
jerseys.
How you doing, Tina? Nice to see you, Tina.
She's on.
Yeah. But that is a jersey you could wear just to wear, right? Because it's unique. Like I look at the Webster jersey the same way, right? I wear that 52 out, and a lot of people are like, I don't know who's that guy. Mel Blount would be one. I don't own a Mel Blount jersey, but I have thought about it. I do have a Mel Blount helmet.
Yeah. No, that's all cool stuff, man. I mean, like, don't get me started on hats. Someone's going to ask me about hats. I got tons of those as well. So, yes. I was trying to think about some other ones. Like, I never got burned really on AB. I was interrupting you in there trying to say, like, people are still wearing, like, they'll wear like a Mike Wallace jersey or a Bell jersey or something to a game. And it's like, somebody's like, here's this extra one I don't wear anymore. And just, here, throw it on, go to a game. I mean, and you see some stuff that gets sold at the, Strip District, for example. Like, I've seen an Amos Zaraway or Barry Foster jerseys like just randomly pop up out of the wild, where it says, like, they got that little bit on Good Morning Football that's like, there's it's called Not New Jersey, and you take a snap of somebody like in the wild wearing something that's very obscure. They hadn't picked one of the few that I sent. I'm trying to remember I saw a Lima Swede jersey at Rivers Casino maybe last year.
I've seen a Swede jersey, yes.
Yeah. Now, my cousin Brad, you want to talk about the biggest burn? I make fun of him all the time for this. This is probably one of the more worse jersey buys. Jarvis Jones, brand new as a rookie.
That's tough.
Legit Nike, full, like, the stitched numbers, the expensive one. So
I have a Jarvis Jones jersey.
Do you really? Oh man,
I do.
Sick burns. Like that
was rough.
It is. That's a real rough one. I can't think of anyone else that I bought that is on that same like level. And with the exception of, it wasn't a Steelers one and it was a gift. I have a Cleveland Cavaliers Shaquille O'Neal jersey, which that's probably about as obscure as you could get, because I think he played one season in Cleveland. It might have been the season right before he retired. So they did make it to the NBA Finals that year, if I remember correctly. So that was a young LeBron James, but that's like the only like strange one. Vinny says Bryant McFadden wasn't bad. I've actually saw.
I respect the Bryant McFadden jersey.
Yeah, I've seen him. I've seen one. I sent him.
BMAC is a decent jersey.
Yeah, BMAC's been around. He's been on the show before. I sent him a text when I was at Stage AE for Lee Bryce, who was a very good friend, or I wouldn't say good friend, but is actually married to his father-in-law. Is actually a very good friend of a business partner of mine. So. Like Lee is like a 6 degrees of separation from Steel City Underground now, but just by virtue of that. But there was a guy.
Kevin Bacon, by the way.
Yeah, it was like the warm. Yeah, probably. Why? Have you been in a movie or something? Maybe somebody, Rod Woodson or somebody.
I went hiking in Ireland with Kevin Bacon's sister.
Oh, that's okay. That works. That works. It fits. We got those connections.
And so, just so we don't ignore Tina. The answer is no, I've never bought a new nameplate for a jersey. And the reason is not because I felt I needed to get more wear out of it. It's because I'm too damn lazy to put a new nameplate on a jersey.
That is it right there. I can't do it. We can take the stitching out. There is a website. There is a website that has all of those. So yeah, BMAC's good people. Good people, Vinny. You won't hear us say a crossword about him. Ike Taylor, you want to watch some of those guys. I think Ike Taylor's still on.
I got that jersey.
Yeah,
I got me stone hands.
Man, I'm struggling to think. You got a Miles Jack home jersey. I know he was gonna be the next thing. I thought, man, I really thought I was high on Miles Jack, but I was like really tepid on getting his jersey. I got to meet Mama Jack and I feel bad because she was really nice. She was a really nice lady. So showed her around the stadium a little bit.
I was so close to getting Miles Jack on the linebacker helmet and didn't do it. I just was like, no, I need more than just this. You don't get like, I could have sent the linebacker helmet out to get Cole Holcomb on it. And I was like, nope, can't do it on year 1. You get to year 2, maybe year 3, and produce a little bit, then you get to be on the linebacker helmet. But otherwise, no.
Yeah. I could sympathize with that, man.
I brought that helmet to Ryan Shazier and to get Shazier on the linebacker helmet, and Shazier looked at it and said, that's a linebacker helmet.
Oh man. And Heather, thank you for all the questions tonight. What's the most you've ever paid for a jersey? I know some go for over $1,000. Okay, so yeah, we're all looking at that like, well, we're not like the big collectors here. It's like we're getting them as these guys are like joining the team and stuff like that. And people are like, wait, what are you saying? Well, what about a helmet? Like, you probably have a helmet that was TJ pretty pricey or somebody, like some of the signatures.
I've never paid anywhere near that for a helmet.
Yeah. But
the linebacker helmet, it probably is well worth over $1,000 because it's got Debo and Lambert and Andy Russell and Ham. Like, the number of people on it, the signatures total probably would raise it up over that level.
Yeah, and just to explain that, when we used to work with TSC and Total Sports Enterprises, a class act group there that does a lot of the autograph sessions there in Pittsburgh and have most of these athletes under contract, they you pay like a price and you bring your item with you. They do have items you could buy there as well. Like, you could buy a helmet, a mini helmet. They have jerseys that aren't official jerseys, but that's because all you're doing is flipping around and seeing the nameplate, and then it gets signed like on the number or whatever, and they authenticate it. Like, you could do that, and some, depending on who it is. I know I got Hines Ward that way. Then it might be, a little more scratch to put out in order to get those guys when they're rookies or something like that. Usually they don't have the notoriety. I mean, Pickett would have automatically, you know what I mean? Or Joey Porter Jr. definitely probably has like that asking price already, but some guys don't. And they're just happy to be able to sign something. So that was something that was also very nice of Rod, to be able to trust that I wasn't going to eBay the jersey. And, it's something crazy like that. He just signed it for, knew I was a fan. So, I mean, I'll always be appreciative. So that was just, what was I going to say? Jay Dreddy was saying the Miles Jack one he's from Jacksonville, but he's not a Jacksonville fan. So that's why he got a Jack jersey. That helps you like blend into the crowd, at least down there in would you consider Jacksonville Southern Florida? I don't know if it's Southern.
Enough. No, yeah, Jacksonville is really Northern Florida.
Northern Florida. Yeah, something like that. All of Florida's south, though.
Yeah, all of Florida is south. and Vinny, please do not put Mike Mitchell in the same sentence as Artie Burns.
No, Mike Mitchell's pretty good people too.
Mike Mitchell, I have a lot of respect for Mike Mitchell. But I don't know.
Yeah. So, all right, man. I think we're up against it, Brian. We made it, man. About an hour or so of, pure, unadulterated live. I forgot we were live at certain points here. Like, I look over and it's like, oh, we've got some big commenters here and everything like that. They're still asking about the pink jerseys. I have to look them up online.
There are pink jerseys.
They do have the fashion jerseys. Yeah, you know what? Yeah. We'll go on to steal. You know what? We're gonna peruse.
I don't know if there are authentic pink jerseys. Well, no, there have to be, right? There have to be Susan Corman jerseys, right? For breast cancer awareness. So they're pink. There has to be pink jerseys.
Okay, here we go. Let me see. Draft Central. Where's the shop at? Oh, here we go.
You got to go to
put it on the right.
Right there. Yeah.
Okay, jerseys. They got them all. It's probably under women's. Yeah, see, they got these fashion ones now. What?
That is not the one I bought right there. I'm just telling you that right now.
Which one? The youth?
One that's $89.
No, that's the youth one, though. The youth ones are up to like $90. So Let's see. They have a jersey buying guide. We should go through that for fun real quick. But like the women's ones have like a very specific cut. No, they don't have any of them on here just yet. Jersey style, jersey color, throwback, color rush. But I guarantee you that they do. You could probably get them.
You can definitely get them on your friendly, other origin site if you so chose.
Yeah, I might look at that. I'm curious about the jersey buying guide. Like, we just had a whole show on this. Let's see what they got to say. Live stream shopping, Pro Shop Live. Oh, gonna steal our thunder here. Okay, authentic stitch tackle twill name and number. These are the ones that are real expensive. They're heavy. They're almost like tailored like they would be if you were wearing pads underneath them. Vapor Fuse Limited. So it has like that weird V thing in the front, mesh grill at the front. So do most of the bootleg ones too. And then there's the replica embroidered logo. It's a screen printed number though, as opposed to the let's see, dry fit fabric, on-field inspired seamline twill, heat sealed twill name. So that, I don't know, they might have changed the way some of that works. That's not really a jersey buying guide. It's just trying to sell you on why you should spend $100 more on the other ones. So yeah, Tina, she's saying that they have a lot of the pink stuff. Yeah, it's usually by September for October. Because October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So my mother being a breast cancer awareness survivor, even when I was back in my days and I was officiating soccer, I had a pink whistle that I would carry for all the games that I officiated in the month of October as kind of a tribute. And there's a lot of things like that where the players have the accents and stuff with the gloves and, hats and everything. But it's almost been like kind of co-opted too. They added other causes to it. But I'm doing a quick search here, and they definitely... They're available. They're out there. You see Antonio Brown there.
Tons of them.
Yeah. So they've been made and they do make them. It's just a matter of availability. And of course you could find stuff from China. So they could,
that's hurt. You got to take it. That's hurting my eyes.
It's a little too bright, but yeah, like you go to China and you pay like a fraction of the price. Like I don't hold it against anyone, but back in the day, I used to think that was like, no, would I ever wear one of those? And then it's like, I buy like 4 or 5 new jerseys every year, usually. Like I buy like 2 and I say, I'm cut off. I'm not doing any more than 2. That's it. And then like my arm gets twisted and I end up buying other ones. Like, oh, you know what? I have that player, but I don't have him in a away jersey. So this is going to be the year where I probably end up buying like a Minka Road jersey, maybe a Cam Hayward home jersey, like filling them in a little bit more like that. And as far as retired players, though, Brian, that's about the only other thing we didn't say. I mean, can you go wrong with anyone? You don't even see that many Terry Bradshaw jerseys at games.
Well, Bradshaw has a strange relationship with the city and the team. So, but I've seen Bradshaw jerseys. Obviously, you see Franco all over the place. Mean Joe. I own Joe. Other retired players. Stallworth was one that I had to have. So I have a Stallworth jersey. I don't own a Swan.
Seen those, yep.
But I've seen them.
And then the next tier of guys like Heath Miller, Troy Polamalu. You're going to see Ben for a long time.
Four different Troy variations.
Jerome Bettis, Rod Woodson, especially since I end up wearing them. Mm-hmm.
Woodson.
And I'm trying to think, like, you might see a Greg Lloyd every now and then. Some of the
Greg
90s
Lloyd,
guys.
My Greg Lloyd jersey was the first jersey I ever owned. And it is crap. Right?
Beat up too much through the washer.
So I went to a signing with Lloyd. This is when that linebacker's helmet first began, right? It was Lloyd, Debo, and Jack Lambert at the signing. So that was how I started the linebacker's helmet. And I brought all 3 jerseys. So I kept changing jerseys before I would go see. And I couldn't believe that the Lloyd jerseys still fit me.
Nice, dude. But was this like more recent? Because I know you had dropped some weight, not to put everything out there. But
this was no. Now it would be big on me, to be fair.
Oh, okay.
Right? Now it would be big on me. This was when I was like 360.
Yeah, that Hayden jersey was like you ordered it from overseas, and then it was like, no, this doesn't really
I could
work.
wear it now, but I couldn't wear it then.
Yeah, Tina's saying people wash their jerseys. I mean, I should talk about that for 1 second before we drop.
I have not washed one of my jerseys yet.
No, they all stink. No,
because I don't wear them long enough.
That could be fair. Like I'd probably have this on for like an hour, but if I'm like feeling sweaty, I'll throw them in. And no. Like what you can't do with these jerseys is you can't dry them. You can't use like high heat or anything like that. Like I air dry all of them, especially when you went back to the Reebok jerseys or with the like the way these are screen printed now. It looks like yours has it. Like Nike has better screen printing, but still, don't do it. Just put it on a hanger, hang it up somewhere, like in another room or out on the clothes. Like even in the sun, like I'd feel a little weird about that too. Like I wash it inside out. So, yeah, washed and dried a jersey and messed it up. Yep, that's Tina's like, people wash their jerseys. Heather, we got like the ladies are in the comments tonight on the fashion edition of the Steel City Underground podcast. We welcome all of you. Thank you for watching or listening wherever you may be.
I don't even understand some of the comments though. I don't know what bedazzled is. I don't know what that is.
That is
don't show me. I don't want to know what it is.
No. Now, bedazzled isn't where you go for the taint, Brian.
I don't want. Why? It's like you said that word again. Look, and you can't say that. I've been riding the bike pretty heavily, so the taint is a little sore right now, and I don't really need you to be bringing it up.
That's not what the bedazzled. There's a whole other word for those. Tina probably just Febrezes them. So, but you know what? You got a good point though. Like anytime I'm wearing a jersey, I probably have something underneath it. Now,
exactly.
Those early season games though, like if you wear a jersey, you're going to sweat profusely. It's going to go through whatever you got on and through that. And like, I have certain ways of like keeping care of my hat too. And I got like the little hat rack things and stuff like that. If somebody wants info on that, tweet at me. It's right there somewhere at the bottom at Joe_Kuzma. He's at Cannons Don't Fun on Twitter. His name's Brian E. Roach. My name's Joe Kuzma. So
I'm
Brian,
sorry. Now, like we've gone off the rails. I don't know what I'm palpitating right now. I got to take my jersey off.
well, the whole thing with the taint made Brian uncomfortable because we were in like I said, the taint of the off season or something like that, and you just went. You're like, don't say that. That's just so bad. And it's like, well, I think this is like we try and be safe for work. Like in case someone's listening around small ears or in a work environment, and Brian's like, no, taint is not a safe word. You cannot say that. So anyways, Brian, thanks for joining me, my friend.
Anytime. I'm always happy to join when I have availability.
Oh, Tina's still like, why was I not phoned in to talk about the sizes for the gals? Yeah, I'm sorry. I know like you need a little more room in the front, the way they hang, and we can talk about that till the cows come home. If you buy them overseas, order a size or two larger, especially if you're going to wear a hoodie or if you got boobs.
Three sizes, maybe extra. Don't do two, you'll regret it.
Or or I go a size more. I got kind of a little bit of the dad bod rocking. Like I'm not that bad, you know what I mean? But I'm not as good as I once was, as the song goes. So.
And they raise a good point, and that's one of the reasons I will not buy white jerseys, because you do have to. They get dirty. I don't like it.
Yeah, I mean they do. This one was just hanging on the rack, and like there's something like over on the collar or on the shoulder. So I'm like, I'm gonna put it on anyways, and then I'm gonna throw it in the wash. So gotta be careful though. No bleach. Don't bleach it. OxyClean actually isn't bad. OxyClean will get it nice and bright. Just don't use too much of it. Like I've had good luck with OxyClean. Particularly if they're the real jerseys. Like you go wash like the fake ones, and sometimes the shit falls.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
I just dropped it, and it's like, Nike swoosh falls off or a patch falls off or something like that. So you don't want that to happen, and then you got to get like the Stitch Witch or whatever to get that fixed. So. All right, folks, that'll do it for us. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we appreciate all of you 2%ers still hanging on here. Those of you who've come in and out, maybe watched us live, stay tuned. Next month, we'll go live once more. Maybe we'll have another fun topic. I don't know. But until then.
Somebody, I know I keep interrupting you before you sign off.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
It's like you're trying to get us out of here. And
it's the Lord of the Rings show. It just doesn't end.
I swear in the comments, maybe it was like 6 or 7 or 8 or 10 shows back, somebody said that I should go through all the helmets.
Oh, we could do that.
I don't know what kind of show that would be.
I don't know how the hell we organize that. You might have to put on like a GoPro or something, and it would
be tough.
I'll be doing play by play because that's a lot of stuff back there, but it probably would be enough to fill an entire show.
Well, there's 70 of them, so
yeah, that's a lot. It is a lot. So Tied with Oxygen. Yes, that's another good one. Life with Jonathan. Thanks we're getting like some tips in here. This is some good stuff. So anyways,
I'm shutting up now.
Yeah. Till next time. Brian will talk during the music because the music's going to start rolling here. So don't talk during the music. Until next time, folks, my name's Joe. His name's Brian. We encourage everyone out there to be safe, be good, and we'll catch you later.
I'm just happy I didn't fart during the show.
We would like to thank you for listening and remind our listeners to follow us on social media and our website, www.steelcityunderground.com.